Have you ever found yourself at a crossroads, wondering if the life you are living truly reflects who you were meant to be? There's a profound journey that many of us embark on, a journey of transformation, hope, and faith. Welcome to a space where we explore the power of allowing God to intervene in our lives, a space where vulnerability meets strength, and a place where the unimaginable becomes possible. As I share my own journey of discovery and renewal, I invite you to join me. This isn't just a story, it's an invitation to witness how God can miraculously and beautifully change lives, including your own. In the whisper of dawn, when the world is still asleep, there is a sanctuary found in the quiet moments of prayer and reflection. Have you ever taken a moment to pause and allow God to speak to your heart? It's in these sacred stillnesses that I discovered revelation, not just about who God is, but about who I am. As I laid my fears and insecurities before Him, I felt a gentle assurance washing over me, a promise that transformation was on the horizon. The seeds of hope were being sown, and I began to understand that God's work in my life was already in motion. Picture standing on the edge of a cliff, gazing at the vast unknown. It can be terrifying, can't it? That has been my experience as I let go of the familiar and embraced the uncertainty that accompanies faith. Each step away from my comfort zone felt like free falling, yet each time I felt His hand guiding me. God's invitation wasn't about relinquishing control. It was about relinquishing my old self, a self burdened by doubt and limitations. The more I surrendered, the more He transformed my fear into faith, enabling me to explore possibilities that I had previously dismissed. Transformation isn't always a linear path. It often dances between moments of clarity and confusion. I vividly remember an evening when the weight of my past was too heavy to bear. It was there, in that shadow of despair, that I stumbled upon a verse in Scripture that whispered directly to my heart, "For I know the plans I have for you." Those words ignited a flame of hope within me. God was reminding me that my past does not define my future. The beautiful truth is that He sees us through the lens of redemption, inviting us into a narrative of grace that restores and renews. As I navigated the intricate tapestry of my life, I began to encounter community, a vibrant tapestry of souls woven together by faith. God often chooses to work through others. Supportive friends became catalysts for my transformation. They were mirrors that reflected God's love and encouragement, reminding me that I was never alone on this journey. Together, we shared laughter, tears, and stories of resilience. Their unwavering faith inspired me to believe in my own potential for change and encouraged me to embrace the often challenging journey of becoming who God has called me to be. Yet, amidst the splendor of transformation, there were moments of deep struggle that threatened to eclipse my newfound clarity. Times when doubt crept in like a thief, whispering, "Are you really worthy of this change?" It was in these moments that prayer became my lifeline. I learned that it was okay to wrestle with my faith. God invites us to bring our doubts and fears to Him. This is where true healing begins. Through the power of prayer, I discovered a reservoir of strength within me, a strength that was not my own, but rather an embodiment of His faithful presence in my life. Surrendering my life to God meant releasing my need for control, a journey filled with both exhilaration and uncertainty. As I prayed, I realized the beauty of yielding. It's akin to surrendering a tightly clenched fist and allowing the winds of change to flow freely through my fingers. In relinquishing my grasp, I began to notice how God set the stage for miracles, adapting my path to align with His perfect will. What once felt chaotic started to reveal a marvelous orchestration, with each twist and turn serving a purpose in my holistic growth. As the seasons of my life shifted, I found myself in a whirlwind of experiences that tested my faith. There were trials that shattered my sense of self and rekindled old wounds. In these moments, God drew near, teaching me to embrace the beauty of healing. It's not merely about moving past pain, but inviting transformation through it. I learned that God can turn even the harshest storms into nurturing rain, washing away the remnants of heartache and allowing new growth and beauty to burst forth in unexpected ways. I vividly remember the metamorphosis of my spirit. Like a caterpillar emerging from its cocoon, it's a sacred art to witness the unfolding of one's true self. As I sought God, my identity shifted from one of fear and insecurity to confidence laced with divine purpose. The vibrant colors of my renewed spirit began to unfold, inspiring me to pursue dreams I had long abandoned. You see, God can take the broken pieces of your heart and weave them into a magnificent tapestry of purpose. Every tear, every scar becomes a testament of your journey to inspire others. The power of testimony has a unique way of captivating hearts and fostering connection. As I shared my story with others, I realized that vulnerability is a powerful agent for mutual transformation. Each individual I encountered had a story, an experience that mirrored elements of my own. The sharing of our journeys forged an unbreakable bond, a reminder that we're all pieces of a larger mosaic designed to support one another in our quests for faith and wholeness. This interconnectedness deepened my understanding of God's love and declared that we, together, can face the trials of life with unwavering faith. So, how do we allow God to transform our lives practically? It begins with intentionality. Making space in our hearts for His presence requires commitment and a willingness to listen. I found that setting aside time for reflection and gratitude opened doors to deeper revelations. Each day, I would take a moment to jot down blessings and stir up gratitude. It's astounding how such a simple practice can realign our perspective, redirecting us from a place of lack to one of abundance, ultimately amplifying the work God is doing within us. Allowing God to transform your life also demands action, steps that sometimes feel daunting but are undeniably necessary. I challenged myself to step into the unknown, seeking opportunities that felt aligned with my true self. Volunteering at a local shelter, mentoring youth, or even picking up a pen to write. Each act became a movement toward fostering change both within and outside me. Trust me, there's beauty in the journey of stepping forward, even when uncertainty lingers. Each act of obedience to the call has birthed an exhilarating sense of freedom. There's a joy that comes with living authentically, shedding layers of expectation and societal norms. I began to see that God has crafted me uniquely with passions and talents that deserve to be unleashed. In doing so, I discovered the essence of my being, a vibrant, original creation yearning for expression. Embracing my personality and quirks allowed me to revel in joy, encouraging others to do the same. Voila! An exhilarating phenomenon! But let's not overlook the power of patience. Transformation takes time, often requires waiting seasons when everything seems silent. There were days when I felt stagnant, yet it was within those moments that God was cultivating my character. Reassured that time is not wasted, I learned to trust. Waiting shaped my resilience. Like a seed buried in the ground, darkness concealed the roots while life brewed beneath the surface, leading to eventual growth. In sharing my vulnerability during this journey of transformation, I found freedom and hope began to multiply. No longer confined by past regrets and mistakes, I learned that my story was a bridge for others. With each heart-touching moment of vulnerability, I witnessed a ripple of courage unfurling, inviting others to share and heal along with me. Embracing this community-fostering openness is where God's light shines brightest, is where God's light shines brightest, igniting a collective momentum of transformation, joy, and healing. Every aspect of this journey transformed not only how I viewed myself, but how I viewed life around me. Gratitude became my daily anthem. I discovered that every moment offered a reason to rejoice, from the simplest sunrise to the laughter of loved ones. Allowing God to transform my life instilled within me an appreciation that transcended circumstances. A profound understanding that every setback is a setup for glorious comebacks, confirming that blessings often come disguised as challenges. Through it all, I began to recognize that true transformation extends beyond the individual. It's meant to flow outwards, serving others and enriching lives. God is not just transforming our hearts for our sake, but for the multitude that awaits our influence. Our stories have the power to inspire hope, healing, and faith in others. This realization became a transformative moment, knowing that my life could, in its own unique way, be a canvas reflecting His grace, an extension of God's love into a world so thirsty for it. As I embraced this beautiful gift of transformation, I learned that my journey is ongoing. Each day presents a new encounter, a new opportunity to allow God to continue His work in me. The process of transformation reveals beautiful layers waiting to be discovered. Whether navigating through new challenges or moments of celebration, the key remains in surrendering to Him. Letting go doesn't signify weakness. Rather, it embodies trust, a profound acknowledgement that God's plans are far grander than our own. What I cherish is the realization that transformation isn't solely about the end goal. It's about the journey in between. Each test, tribulation, harrowing moment, the crafting of our stories adds depth and richness to our lives. It's in those moments that the human experience unfolds, revealing the heart of our Creator. He uses our struggles to carve us into masterpieces. Let us take heart in knowing that every chapter of our life plays a significant role in our divine narrative. So here we stand on the precipice of disbelief and belief, a world brimming with potential for transformation. If you feel the gentle stir of God leading you toward change, I urge you to step into that call. Embrace the uncertainty, allow vulnerability, and trust in the process. Your journey today may seem small, yet every step you take in faith echoes in eternity. Keep your heart open, for His hand is eternally reaching for you, ready to craft a beautiful story, your very own story. As I reflect on my journey, the greatest treasure I've unearthed is the understanding that transformation is a dance of vulnerability intertwined with divine strength. Each step often felt tentative, like learning to walk again after a long absence. In those moments, the grace of God was evident, gently lifting me with every misstep. I found comfort in knowing that perfection is not the goal. Authenticity is. Embracing flaws as part of the tapestry of my story enabled me to connect more deeply with others. We're all in this renegotiation of life together, learning and growing in faith. The more I opened myself up to God's transformative power, the more He began to reveal His incredible plans. There were times when I felt lost, moments when my faith wavered, but those were the very times that God's presence felt most profound. He reassured me with His promises, illuminating my path when everything appeared dark. Through various experiences, conversations, revelations, even dreams, He spoke, refined me, and affirmed my worth. My journey was carved through a series of divine orchestrations, each a reminder that God is intricately involved in the tiniest details of our lives. And the moments He works through are often simple yet profound. A quiet drive under the expansive sky, a conversation with a friend, or even a moment of solitude can carry the weight of divine significance. I began to see beauty as sacred moments of revelation, a gentle reminder that God isn't confined to extraordinary miracles alone, but is equally present in our everyday lives. Those enchanting little moments filled my heart with gratitude, prompting a deeper desire to dwell in each experience without distraction. Immersing myself in life, I learned to savor God's whispers amidst the chaos. As I engaged further in this transformational journey, I sensed a profound calling, a yearning to ignite inspiration in others. It was time to reach out, share the light I had discovered, and encourage those still grappling with their struggles. In doing so, I realized that my testimony has the power to bless others, serving as a beacon of hope to those uncertain of their future. As I ventured into the realm of mentorship, I witnessed how sharing my story not only allowed others to heal, but fortified my own understanding of God's work in my life even more deeply. One of the most beautiful aspects of this transformation has been the growth of compassion within me. Whenever I faced struggles, I became more attuned to the battles others endure daily. Each person is waging their war, many hidden beneath the surface. Allowing God to transform my life softened my heart, granting me the ability to extend grace to others as He extended it to me. Through kindness, encouragement, and simply being present, I learned the incredible impact a compassionate heart can have on fostering connection and healing. We become agents of change when we embody love in action. In nurturing compassion, I discovered another layer of transformation, the power of forgiveness. I once carried the weight of grudges and resentment, shackled to my past. Yet, as God's light began to illuminate those heavy areas of my heart, forgiveness unfolded as a key, one that unlocked the door to profound healing. I learned that letting go of bitterness doesn't absolve the behavior of others. It liberates my spirit, opening the pathway to true joy and peace. Each act of forgiveness became a testament to faith, that our God is greater than all pain, and through Him we can rise above. Embracing the full spectrum of life led me to a pivotal realization. Joy and sorrow coexist as beautiful companions. Transformation teaches us that life presents a kaleidoscope of emotions. Brief moments of joy can emerge from the depths of sorrow. It's a dance where every experience brings richness to our narrative. I learned not to shy away from difficult feelings, but rather to embrace them as opportunities for growth. God is in every ounce of our experience, interweaving our highs and lows into His perfect plan. We often find hidden treasures in what appears broken or hurtful, discovering resilience and beauty along the way. Quietly, as I engaged in this transformation, I also witnessed a shift in how I viewed adversity. What once seemed like barriers became gateways to growth. The challenges I faced began to illuminate my path with wisdom, shaping my character in ways I never imagined. It's as if God allowed each trial to nurture tenacity within me, revealing the strength I never knew resided there. The storms of life may come, but having anchored my trust in God, I emerged from each tempest fortified, looking back with gratitude for the lessons learned and the unwavering love that stood beside me. My journey of transformation has seamlessly intertwined with a newfound passion for creativity. I began to recognize that our gifts and talents are divine tools meant for expression, vehicles through which God's glory shines. Embracing the creative spark within me led to exploring art, writing, and storytelling, each avenue fostering a personal connection to God. It was a liberating experience to pour the overflow of my soul onto canvas and paper. Creativity became a medium for both reflection and connection, a sacred act where the spiritual intersects beautifully with the emotional and the tangible. Finally, I've come to understand that allowing God to transform your life is not a fleeting endeavor, but a commitment. It's an ongoing journey that continually beckons us to seek, explore, and grow into the fullness of our identities in Christ. Each moment is a step toward deeper intimacy with Him, an invitation to continually discover new facets of who we are called to be. Embrace that invitation. God's love is relentless and transformative, making room for us to evolve into vibrant expressions of His grace and beauty, eternally unfolding like petals in bloom. As we conclude this segment of our journey together, I encourage you to reflect on your own transformation. God invites each of us to lay our lives before Him, to trust in His divine purpose, and to embrace the beautiful uncertainties of life. You are not just a spectator in this story. You are an essential part of a grand tapestry woven with love and intention. Let faith guide you, love inspire you, and trust transform you. Remember, you are uniquely created, and your journey is a testament to the power of allowing God to work wonders in and through you. Stand firm in the knowledge that your transformation is unfolding and the best is yet to come. Together, let us celebrate the miraculous ways in which God works to transform our lives, creating a symphony of hope that resonates across time and hearts alike. Will you join me in stepping boldly into this beautiful adventure? Thank you for joining me on this heartfelt journey of transformation and faith. As we've explored the profound ways God can change our lives, I hope you felt inspired to embrace your own unique story. Remember, every twist and turn you encounter is part of a beautiful tapestry woven with intention, purpose, and divine love. If you found encouragement or a glimmer of hope in our discussion today, I invite you to share your experiences and insights in the comments below. Let's create a community where we support one another, sharing both our struggles and victories as we encourage each other on our transformative journeys together. Don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification bell so you never miss a moment of inspiration. If you're finding yourself at a crossroads, hold on to the truth that God is working behind the scenes, crafting a masterpiece out of your life. Trust the process, stay open to His guidance, and watch as He unfolds incredible possibilities before you. Thank you once again for being here. May your heart be filled with peace, joy, and unshakable faith as you embark on this beautiful adventure. Until next time, remember, your transformation has just begun, and the best is yet to come. Keep shining brightly because the world needs your light.